today with STVOnline. I'm about to interview the amazing up-and-coming artist Dundee, and we've got to see what he has to say and what projects he's been doing this year. So, how are you today, Dundee?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. I have heard that you have been doing really exciting things with your music, but for people that don't know what you do, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing.
In terms of music, I've been putting out some new songs with some cool features. Just come off tour about a few months ago.
Yeah. I understand that you went on tour with Moelogo and Krypton Conan.
No, not Krypton Conan. We went on tour with Fuse ODG, Moelogo, and a few others.
Yeah. So what was that like being on tour with them?
It was good. It was good. You get to see the different sides of people. You get to chill with them, and you get to see them away from like their music and that, and kind of connect and talk away from music as well sometimes. But it's cool, man. It's cool hanging around with the musicians and that.
What would you say was the best experience being on tour? Other than doing your own music, like what was the best experience of being on tour?
Away from the performances. Just traveling, really. Like obviously we was on a tour bus, so being on a tour bus, you get to travel, you get to go to different cities and meet new people, and just like you meet fans face to face, and you get to see, you get to see their reactions as they see you. You know what I mean? So like that was definitely something that I would say was amazing.
Okay, so what inspires you? Like, how did music start for you? Like, what was the pinnacle point for you that you were like, no, I need to be a musician, I need to let people know levels of what I'm doing, so this is me?
You know what, it's all started from like school and kind of listening and coming back and just playing, going back and forth with your friends doing music. I think the change, when things started getting a bit more, when I started looking to do a bit more, was when I put a song out on MySpace. I put a song out on MySpace and it kind of went like viral in the hood. So in the area that I'm from, it kind of went viral. So what happened was everybody was like demanding from me, like, Dan, you need to put out something, you need to put out something. So it was like from that was like one of the highlights that I can remember from the early days that made me kind of push more and do more music. Just the demand from the people. So you saw like, boom, people are feeling me, like I need to just keep going, I need to, like, there's something there. Okay, so you inspire yourself in a way. Inspiration, I definitely inspire myself, and just growing up and coming from where I'm coming from, you get to see so much stuff and see so much people. Obviously, like coming from Tottenham, there's so many artists that come from Tottenham, and you see them doing it as well. Like, and I got so much friends doing music, so they inspire me, and my day-to-day life inspires me. Okay,
so who would you say as an artist in the UK did inspire you as you were like growing and doing your music, as you were finding yourself?
My brother inspired me. He's one of my biggest inspirations because he brought all the music home. So he would like, back in the day, he would go to like the Wembley markets and bring all the CDs and all the DVDs that was out, and he'd bring it. So he introduced me to a lot of music. Like, but in terms of artists, I get inspiration from people close to me. Like, so like, Rich inspires me. Like seeing him do it, coming from where he's coming from. Shocker from Marvel inspires me because he's real close to me, so we get to bounce ideas off each other. Like, and then just a few other people that's like Fuse ODG inspires me as well because I'm close to him as well. I've seen his journey kind of like transition from where he used to be, and being on tour with him as well. Seeing that, like that's one of the like Chip. I mean, I went to Chip's tour when he was first doing it on his first album, and that was like, for me, seeing that like was like rah. And obviously the man them was pushing him as well. So where the man them are pushing him, and I'm seeing that rah, they're pushing him. And I'm seeing how the fans are reacting to him. That kind of inspired me as well. Do you know what I mean? So like like I said, a lot of people around me musically, they inspire me. And then obviously there's things on the roads, your friends on the roads that don't do music, they inspire me too.
Of course. So how do you write? So when you get into the studio and you're about to just record something, how do you write? Do you just like freestyle? Do you prepare it? Do you just write it down? Like, what's your method? What works for you?
Me, personally, I don't go to the studio and write because I got to pay money to be in the studio, so I wouldn't go there writing. What I do is I prepare at home. So unless I'm with a producer or somebody's inviting me to the studio, I rarely write in a studio. I mostly write at home. So I might hear a beat and that inspires me to write.
Yeah.
Or somebody's told me to come and do a feature and I hear the song and that inspires me to write. Or I might go through something, but I mostly get inspired at night time, which is kind of weird because while everyone's sleeping, I'm up 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, it's like the creativity just like
kicks in and I'm just penning it down or whatsoever. So yeah, that's when I really kind of get my writing on.
Okay.
But it happens anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in like 5 years time with your music?
5 years time, if everything goes according to plan, I see myself doing my own tours, doing my own shows, kind of like bringing in some new acts as well that I kind of come across on my journey that I feel like they're sick, but they might not have the opportunity.
And you feel like, because you got the opportunity going on tour with like other artists, you feel like, I'm ready to bring people.
And because like, I've kind of pushed myself in a position now because I kind of worked on I've been doing my music on my own without like no management and that. So doing that, I've kind of seen like, wow, like I've pushed myself into this position. Imagine if I was managing or pushing another act. I think I could put in more work into that as well, do you know what I mean? So in the next 5 years, like I said, if everything goes according to plan, I'll be doing my own shows, traveling across London, UK, around the world, and kind of bringing in new acts as well. And kind of creating like I wouldn't say a label, but like a hub of different acts.
Something that you can give people opportunities because you know what it's like as you've been going through the industry and doing what you've been doing. So you're like, you know what, I can see you, you've got talent, I'm going to bring you.
Yeah,
that kind of vibe.
That kind of vibe.
I like it, I like it. So your top favourite 5 songs right now, can you name them for me?
Top 5 songs?
Yeah. That you're feeling right now, you know those songs that those top 5 that you would just play on your playlist as you're just driving or as you're just doing what you need to do? Oh, that's mad. Top 5 songs at this moment. I like Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud. I like that. I like what else have I like a tune I did with Kill Beats. It's not out yet, but it's recorded and I bang that all the time. Yeah. That's one of my top 5s at the moment. And it's hard to put me on the spot. I can't really think straight away, but what do I listen to? I'm a bit old school as well, so I'll probably put in like old school, love
like a DMX, like a DMX, the old album, Flesh on My Flesh. Any song on that, it's kind of I bang that. And I can't even think straight, man. I don't know. I mean, alright. But I kind of dabble in between the old school and new school. I can't think of no new songs that I can hear that.
But I understand you mentioned a track that you said you keep banging, which is one of the songs that you've literally just produced and you just keep listening to it. I would love an exclusive on that, like just like one or 2 bars. Like, can I get that? Nah. But it's and the name of the song, do you know what it's called? Of course you do. You produced it.
Do you know what it is? We haven't actually put a name to the song yet. Like we haven't put a name to it. We literally just done it. Like, and it's kind of rough as well. But you know, when you finish leaving the studio and you've got this song and you just keep banging it, because I'm trying to also, as I'm listening, I'm trying to find things that I can do better. Yeah. So when I get back to the studio, I kind of fix it and make it before I bring it out. Yeah. So yeah.
No, I completely understand. Do you like J. Cole?
Yes, I do like J. Cole. I think J. Cole's actually one of the dopest out there at the moment when it comes to the rap.
Yes, I completely agree. And what you just said reminds me of one of the documentaries that he done on his last album. Yeah. And he mentioned that like you see him when he's in the studio creating and he's listening to it constantly, like he's like riding his bike home, listening to his whole album. And he's just literally, like if he finds like any little detail wrong, he'll call back, he runs back to the studio, literally flips it up, changes it up. And exactly what you just said, it just reminded me of that. Like a real artist can never leave your work.
Nah. There's always things that you can do better, and until it is even out, you might go there 5 minutes before it comes out, you might think, I need to tweak something. And then you do that.
Would you say you're a perfectionist then?
Yeah, I kind of am. Like, I have to be forced to do things like because I feel like it's never ready until like the last minute. Yeah. So I'm mostly lastminute.com. So I kind of put things out last minute because I got to and I rush everybody around me. So I'm like, I bring the phone to the engineer, like, yo, what are you doing today? I'm coming there to do this. So I'd like to say that. I'm a perfectionist.
Cool. Who would you want to collaborate with right now? Like 3 artists. If you could collaborate on any of the songs that you would like put out, like who would those 3 be?
UK or worldwide?
It's up to you. Worldwide, UK. the top 3 that you could think of right now? Like,
I'd definitely like to collaborate with Kanye West.
His new album bangs.
Yeah, I haven't actually heard this new album actually because it's untitled, innit? And I'm still yet to join it.
Yeah. But I'm literally saying that like his new album is so creative. He's literally an artist. Well, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that's the thing though. Kanye is an artist. Like, he's an artist.
Yeah.
Because
like he lives and breathes his music.
Exactly, like, and you can hear it. You can hear the quality.
Yeah, and it's just him. I feel like he just puts his heart out there, and that is.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I know if I would get a chance to go in the studio with him, we would kind of like create something sick.
Some magic.
Yeah, Kanye definitely. And who else would I like to collaborate with? I'd like to collaborate with DMX just because I'm such a big fan. I'm such a big fan of him.
Yeah.
And
any female artists?
Female artists?
Any female? Let's do it for the females right now.
Female
like any
artists.
female artists, any MCs that you think?
There's a female UK artist called Stefflon.
Yes.
Stefflon.
Yes,
like, I know her before
in
music, and like from the first time I've heard her, I saw that she was sick. Like, we actually did some collaboration, but we're yet to do a proper one to release. Do you know what I mean? I think she's dope. That's a female artist I definitely
agree.
Yeah. And the singers as well. Like, I do like. I'd love to work with female singers. Like Emily Sandé. I think she's dope. Obviously Adele. Adele. I would say Nicki, but it's just so like everybody expects that when you say a female artist, you think Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj straight away, but
but there's other people that I feel like definitely. Little Kim, I'm old school Little Kim and Foxy Brown. That would be a good collaboration.
I know, that would just be such a good collaboration.
That would be a good collaboration.
Yeah, I agree. I'll be like the first one trying to listen to that. Like, what?
Yeah, definitely. And then I would love to have the opportunity to bring back like people that people have missed out, or people that people don't actually look at no more. Because
it's almost like people like disregard it after a certain point, and they're just like, you know what, like they have their moment and then they forget.
Yeah, and you know what it is? I see it as like, before, people, like now, people have to search for them. Now when it comes to searching for them, people they can't be bothered to search for them. They want it to arrive on their TV screen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Okay, so your future projects, what you have coming up this year, what can we look out for?
I'm definitely gonna put out that song I said I've got with a producer called Kill Beats. That's gonna be coming out soon. I've got a song with Moelogo. Which we're going to be shooting a video for soon as well. And I want to drop my EP, foreign EP, sometime this year as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I want to push for a show as well. I want to be doing a show. I don't know whether it will be London or outside of London, but I definitely want to push for like a headlining show of my own.
Yeah, and so for like all your followers, like, and they want to keep updated and they want to see all your work and your tour and everything, they can catch you on like Twitter, Instagram.
I'm on like all the Twitters, so on the Twitter, Insta, Snapchat, Facebook, it's all the same. So if you type in official Dundee, and that's official. If you don't know official, Google it. Dundee as in D-U-N-D without the E-E. And official Dundee. You can follow me on all of the social networks.
Okay, so Dundee, what do you do for fun? Like, I know we've been talking about work, but what do you do to just unwind? Like, what is your, downtime?
I play Mario Kart on
Sweet.
Nintendo 64. That's what I do.
All right.
I invite the man them over and we just put on the Mario Kart. We bet for some money, or I play some table tennis, or I just jamming with the man them. Like, hanging around with the man them is pretty. Because the thing is, when you're doing music and you've got so much friends that don't do music, you don't get to mix together a lot. Do you know what I mean? Unless there's some events going on. So at any events that's there, I try to kind of make my way there and link up with the man them and the gal them and just vibes. So either chilling with my peeps, doing whatever. That's what I like to do for fun times.
Okay, that's amazing. Well, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad that we could have a little conversation and talk about all your work that you've been doing. I understand that you have a really big song as well that was out. Can I get your number?
Yes, can I get your number? Yeah.
I actually want to know how did you get inspired by that? Like, Was it a situation in like life, or was it just like, you know what, I just need to talk about this, like this is just what I need to put out there, like?
Do you know what, yeah? Can I get your number, yeah? It's obviously it's like a life situation. Any guy that's on that tries to holler at a girl at some point in their life is gonna ask a girl to get their number. Do you know what I mean? That's something that I've been going through since school. Do you know what I mean? But at the time, how it came about was the producer who made Heat Wave for Wiley. I went to the studio. Now when I got to the studio, he was working on the beat, and he was working on the beat. And what happened was the beat was for someone else. I'm not gonna say who he said it was for, but it was for someone else. But I heard the beat and I thought, whoa, I want this beat. Like I want this beat. But knowing him, I know he's not just gonna give it to me like that. So I was kind of sitting down there, like thinking I need to get something done now. Like so I was sitting down there thinking about ideas. I was putting together some melodies and that. Put together the first one. He was like, he didn't really give me no reaction. I thought, alright, cool, jump to the next one. And then initially I came up with the Can I Get Your Number chorus. And he was like, yeah, hey, done, I like that. What is that? You want to record that now? I said, yes. So I knew I was in there. And from that, put that down and kind of elaborated on it a little bit, put the verses in there, put the bridge in there. And we kind of came up with it, and it was just like, that's how it came up. But in terms of like relating to the song, I think it's very relatable. Like a lot of people can relate to it. I mean, I'm sure you can relate to it. You have a lot of guys trying to get your number, do you know what I mean?
No, I don't really experience that. I'm just a bit low key, but I understand that, like, you know, you definitely experience it.
You know, a lot of men must be trying to get your number.
No.
You're trying to tell me no one ain't tried to get your number before?
Not like, you're making me shy. This is really like, I feel really shy. I get really shy about things like this. But it's definitely a really good song.
Thank you.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it.
And it helps me as well, because when I'm on tour and I'm performing it, it's like, it's an easy access. Like, can I get your number? And the ladies
I bet that works for you. I bet the ladies are like, cool, you know what, I'm going to give you my number, I'm going to give you my social media, I'm going to give you my house key. I bet they give you everything, don't they? That song definitely works out in your favour, I believe.
Well, I hope it works in a lot of men's favour, because now it's out there, people can use it whenever it comes on.
He's got your back.
Yeah, so.
He's got your back.
Man them. Thank me later, man.
Definitely, I'm sure they're about to like tweet you and say thank you. But this has been amazing. I'm glad that you could come in today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're with STVOnline with Pav. This is Official Dundee. Make sure you check out his stuff, follow him, follow us on the links below, and you've been amazing. Thank you.